you find it, Flynn? How'd you find 17, the back number 41? Yes, 41. Louder, please, louder. Right, so when the question A says, what's the limit as x approaches 0, you looked at it and said, well, it's approaching 1, right? It's just that simple. You don't have to make it any harder than that at all. Okay? When you look at where it approaches -1, it's approaching what, Miss Flynn? 3. Read. I marked you absent. You got to go. Get your stinking pass. Read. Now I know they can't hear me. Read. You got to get your pass. I marked you tardy already. What? I assume so. It's the same lady, same thing. I don't know. If you go down there and don't get one, that'll let me know. Okay. Don't be late. I hate this. Not late. I hate late. I hate that. You're super late. No, you're not? Okay, I'm confused. I thought you were super late. Okay. Let's do the 42. 42. Run me around the room. Oh, yeah. Just roll. Right, come forward. Pizka, 42. Give me the answers. -5 for as it approaches -2. I like that. And then -3 as it approaches that. Now there's a hole there. You see the hole?
No, not really.
Okay, so there was a hole there. Thank you very much, sir. Sorry about the hassle. Please be on time so I don't do that to you again, ever. So there's a hole there. Right here, there's a hole. So would you like to amend your answer? Oh, honey. Okay. People online, can you hear me? I didn't turn on my speaker. That's handy. People online, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can't see anything.
Okay, I'm going to turn on the screen. I should be, yeah, you should be able to see nothing great. Hold on. It should be right here. There's Teams. Pop it open. Upload. Come on. Okay, so I'm thinking you can now see the smartboard. All right, Pizka, would you change your answer? The limit as this function as x approaches 0 of h of x. Does this change your answer? You are? I just sucked you into saying the wrong answer. You had the answer right before. What's a limit, sir? No, what is a limit? Give me the definition. It's what the value of the function approaches from both sides. As I approach 0 from the right, what number am I approaching but not reaching? Approaching. And from the left, what number am I approaching? If I'm approaching it from the left and the right, what am I actually, what's my limit? -3. So you're right before the fact that it's -3. The weird thing about a limit is what's at the point doesn't matter. As long as you're approaching the same point from the left and the right, then the limit is going to be whatever that point is. Is that okay? All right. All right, zipping around the room. Let me get some more people involved. I have the wrong thing in front of me. This looks promising. This is very promising. I'm very confused. Oh, Saul's over there. Okay. Brianna, Saulus!
Yes.
Number 43, what do you got for A and B?
I got 1 and 0.
1 and 0. As x approaches 1, what do you think it's approaching?
1.
Oh, we're talking about 43, right?
Yes, but I don't really do it, so.
You really do it. So because you have questions or you just didn't really do it?
I didn't do this.
Let's make you do it now. Coming in, back up, got a hole, and it keeps going. Here's 1, that number is 2. Oh, I went too high. Crud, I should have gone down here. Wow, wigging out, worse than before. I don't know what to do with the wigging out.
I figured it out.
Okay, hold on. I knew you would. I want to make sure that everybody else can figure it out with you because I thought everybody was following me along and they weren't. So limit as x approaches 1 of g of x is what?
It's 2.
2. How's it 2?
Because it's at 2. I just looked at it.
Right. As I'm approaching it from the left, as I approach 1 from the left, I'm approaching 2. As I approach it from the right, I'm approaching 2. So therefore, it must be 2 at the spot.
Yes.
Okay, you 2 just walked in. Go get your party passes. Go. Oh, you did. Thank you. You. Good. 2 and 0. So this one's going to be 0. As I approach -1, I'm approaching 0. Does that make sense to everybody in the room? Because it's super easy if you get it. If it's not, if you don't get it, I can explain it to you in 2 seconds if you're paying attention. So are we okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Read.
Explain it to me in 2 seconds.
Okay, here we go. Totally legit. Legit. Okay, so it limits what you're approaching, right? Not what you're at, what you're approaching. So the first one was, as I approach x equals 1, what's my function approaching? As I slide my finger close, there's 1, right? As I'm approaching 1, what number am I approaching? 2. Coming from the other direction, from infinity, coming this way. What am I approaching as I approach 1 from the right-hand side? Good. And so the limit is? Good. That's it. That's all you need. Okay? If I approach the standard from the left and right, it is the limit. Okay? And it doesn't matter what's at the point. So with that in mind, you should be able to blow through 9 through 18. Go. 44? You can't approach infinity. So, by the way, from left and right. Okay, so pause a moment, pause a moment. This is on me, this is on me. Hold on. He asked about the next function. He asked about 44, and I just skipped it. That's terrible. So you have this thing, and then you have an asymptote, and it goes like this. Right? And that's the limit as x approaches 1. As I approach 1 from the left, what am I approaching? As I'm approaching, this is x equals 1, right? What am I approaching? I can't bend anymore. I'm old. What am I approaching as I go farther this way? Are you seeing it? I'm missing it. Negative infinity, right? Negative infinity. So this is negative infinity. What do I approach for the right? Positive infinity. So I'm approaching 2 different numbers, so that's one reason why the limit does not exist. The second reason is this. Is infinity limiting? Like I can only make an infinite amount of dollars. That's really not limiting, right? So even if it was like this, we would say the limit does not exist. Make sense? How my online peeps doing? All right, hearing nothing, don't know. Well, ER look like, can I not hear you? Okay. All right, good. Hannah, this is, I semi-apologized, semi-yelled at people, okay? Attendance, I don't have a choice. It has to be by 3 p.m. There's no option for me, okay? Once it's 3 p.m., I got to put a rule. If you're not there, I know it's legit. I know you've got whatever reasons. I can't do anything. Once I turn it in, it's gone. Okay, and I can, try to be nice if you end up with 10 or something, but let's just not go 10. Is that okay, Hannah? I do apologize. I know you were there. We talked, right? But unless the stinking piece of paper comes in, I'm officially not allowed to call you here, and that's just dumb. So I apologize. but it's not my rule, and I tried to get them to change that, but they didn't. So, back to work, everybody. 9 through 18. Go. Zero. It's an AP calculus method. Isn't that scary? You should be horrified. Like, oh my God, an AP calculus method. You're so hard. You do some work every day. Otherwise, it's going to catch up to you. Honestly, this is not that hard, but it will catch up. This will eventually catch up to you. How are you doing? Okay, so I'm going to allow it does not exist. But you need to know that if you don't write the limit does not exist, that's it. They even want a period. Really? They actually have debates over whether I have to put a period in that sentence. The limit does not exist. Period. When you're a kid put a question mark on it, we took away the points. That's fair. Sure. Because it's not a question, it actually did not exist. The calculus readers for this test are, they're not good people. They're not good people. All right, I'm going to zip through. I think 9 is 1. I think 12 is 3. There's a point down below. Why don't I do with that? I don't care what it is at 3, or at x equals 1. I only care about what it's approaching. It's approaching 3. The point down below is irrelevant. It doesn't matter. 13, I would say the limit does not exist. The limit does not exist. Why? Because from left and right, I'm not approaching the same number. Likewise, I imagine the next one, 14 at 3, the limit does not exist. 17 is the weird rule. It's so fuzzy. Where's the number? Can't tell, so therefore I say the limit does not exist. It's going up and down too fast. The period is too high. It's going infinitely fast up and down. It's just messy. It's blurry. And then the limit does not exist for 18 as well. All right, quick warning from the people, brought to you by the people from AP Central. You ready? One of my favorite questions. It fooled me. I got it wrong the first time I looked at it. You ready? They give a problem. It looks like this. All right, you ready? This function here is f of x. The question was, what's the limit as x approaches 0 of f of x? Flynn. Sorry, what? Louder. 0. Perfect. It's the right answer. Why'd this fool me? Limit does not exist, right? They always ask about the weird spot, don't they? They did that one year, and I practically fell out of my chair the first time I read it. Like, the first time I got it wrong, and I'm like, how's this wrong? Like, oh, read the question. Okay. So they occasionally do that. They occasionally give you something ugly like this, and they expect you to fall for the whole, you didn't actually read the problem. The actual question is the limit's here. A break does not make it not exist, only the fact that you actually find the limit at that spot makes it not exist. Yes?
So say on the
for number 18?
If they were asked for the limit as x approaches 0.
It'd be 0.
Oh.
Right? So it's only so you always ask about the weird spot, and they will. Odds are they're going to ask about the weird spot, right? That's what they're going to ask about because that's the new stuff. That said, read the problem. I partially don't like the fact they did this, but I partially think it's actually legit and fair. It's right on the line. My problem is it's a time test, right? So you're in a hurry. There's time to look at that. You may make a mistake. Am I making sense all the way back there, Miss Solis?